Hello, everybody. How are you guys doing? Y'all, let's just get into I've been having a lot of intrusive thoughts about this whole Diddy situation, and I'm gonna just talk, okay? I'm gonna just talk freely and kind of let you guys know what I've been thinking about in my head, just, thinking. Because, right now in the media, a lot of things have came out. They've been kind of clarifying, saying that Diddy allegedly was involved with the individual that is 9 years old. So I don't know all of it because there's still a lot of it. Even like just basic everyday people, we don't even know all of it because it seemed like more developments are coming out day to day and more things are coming out. Once you think you know something, they update us with more information, right? So I just was sitting over here just thinking and processing things and really getting in my head, and I'm like, this is kind of crazy because, like, first off, you know how it was this whole flued out era where, like, oh, guys fly you out, and then when a guy fly you out or whatever, they're like, oh, I flew you out, so now, like, we gotta mess around and stuff. Like, they feel as though, like, you know what I'm saying, they're old sex because they fly you out, right? So now I'm thinking, is that like trafficking now? Because, yeah, because the guys used to get mad at the girls if they fly a girl out, and it's not given that, or she's not trying to be involved with him in any intimate way, no nothing. They get really upset. They like, oh, you know what, blah blah blah, I'm not fooling with her. They get really really upset. So I've been in my head thinking, like, does this count as trafficking? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like, it's a lot to be discussed. Like, if you fly a girl out and you think that she's supposed to do something, is like, are you now in that type of era to where this is, you now, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're a horrible person. You've done a crime. That's just one part of it. And then another part I want to also say, like, it's just a lot going on in the media that requires us to just think about it, okay? Like, man, this means this and this means that now, right? And then I was also thinking, you remember Dwight Howard, Royce Reed's baby daddy? Remember when it came out that he came out, like, allegedly was involved with a individual that happened to be a woman, that dressed up in like a wig, and they were saying that the person name was Kitty. And in the documentation, when he was like texting, he said, hey, I'm not that, I'm just freaky. Like, I'm not gay, I'm just freaky, I'm just into freaky stuff. And I hear a lot of individuals say stuff like that, like, man, I'm freaky, I'm freaky. So I don't know, like, I think that people are taking that route out. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're taking that route out, saying, hey, I don't want you to think that I'm gay, or I like, same sex, intimacy. They feel as though, no, I'm just freaky, I'm just freaky. And I'm saying, like, when somebody is into the same sex, they are either lesbian or gay. You know what I'm saying? There's other forms of, like the LBTQ plus, trans, all of that exist. But if you're into the same sex and nothing else is added on, you are gay. Everybody, oh no, you just freaky. You not, if you from time to time mess with a male and you're a male, or from time to time mess with a woman and you're a woman, you're, no, it's giving bisexual. It's not, you're not just freaky. No, you know what I'm saying? I think that people are adding different layers to just being freaky. You know what I'm saying? So, like, if Diddy happened to be interested in the same sex, he would be, a bisexual, because he involves himself with, other sexes as well, like other women. Is a whole nother thing if we're talking about, animals, and if we're talking about, it, like, just things, other things are added onto it. But if it's just simply you like the same sex, or you're interested in the same sex, you're just a gay man. Everybody, oh, he freaky, you a freaky frog, you're freaky, you into, no, no, because I think that if you give it that, and you're like, oh, you're just freaky, it excuses people from, standing up in their truth and existing to where they exist, if you do know what I mean. Like, if you're into the same sex, you are a gay man. If you're into the same sex, you are a lesbian. Let's call a spade a spade. Let's not sit up in here and give people excuses or make people not take accountability for what they identify as. I don't understand. I hear a lot of people in the media saying different things about this person. Oh, you just freaky. Oh, you just into that freaky stuff. And I don't even want to sit up here and try to imply that gay people are just freaks just because they're gay. No, they're just gay, you know? And in this day and age, this world that we exist in, everything is about inclusion and just living in your truth and existing with who you are. So I don't want people to be like just putting labels on people, because in my opinion, I don't think that's okay. Okay, don't just label people this and that. Like, and I don't want people to try to imply that gay people, if you're gay, you're just freaky. No, no. Like, what? No, absolutely not. Just because you're gay does not mean you're just freaky, or just because, you like the same sex as you, that don't mean you just freaky. Or like, people try to do all this out of the box stuff to be labeled as freaky. Some people be, tossing salads and stuff. And I don't know what it is in this day and age that, like, people are always trying to do the next big thing or take it a step further to be considered freaky, or all this sexual deviancy. Like, just exist and be who you are. Why is people taking things to the next level in order to just be, you just so out there? You're, what I'm saying, you're a freaky man. Like, you just, oh, you nasty, oh yeah. Like, they want all of those labels, so they're trying to make it seem, no, like, if somebody sleeps with somebody with the same sex, they are either gay or lesbian, because there's only two sexes, man and woman. And you know what I'm saying? In my opinion, this is my opinion. I may need to be educated. And if you guys want to educate me, the comment section is there. Please educate me. But I think that I don't know why, but this day and age, people keep trying to label everything and put it all up under the freaky like flag. Oh, I'm not gay, I'm just freaky. I'm not a lesbian. Oh, I'm just freaky. I'm just, no. Like, what? What? Come on now. I think that people just need to stand up in their truth. All this mess that's going on with Diddy and all this stuff that people talking about in the media and how this thing could potentially go, is scary to everybody. Everybody who was involved in that is scary. And to the millennials, and even Gen Z a little bit, like, people are seeing things change. They're like, hey, these were the guys who are our heroes. This is like the ending or the dying of a time that we existed and that we were young kids, and that's scary. And it could be scary, and if it is scary, I'm sorry that that's what exists. But I think that you need to hold people feet to the fire, and like allow people to be accountable for what they are being. It's not freaky, no, nothing. Especially if we're talking about you just being interested in something is one thing, but if you're taking people or making people feel uncomfortable or trying to force people to do something, that's a whole nother conversation, and then it gets into the criminal conversation of it all. But if you're just interested in the same sex, or if you just sometimes like the same sex from time to time, that's not just freaky. Okay, you identify as something, and you need to go to therapy and help, like, allow somebody to help you, stand in your truth and exist to what you are. But don't sit up in here and try to say that, people who are gay or people who are lesbians are just freaky, or, people always trying to, like, assign a negative connotation to how people identify. You understand what I'm saying? I hear a lot of people saying, oh, you freaky. Oh, that's some freaky stuff. Oh, you No. And I don't think we should aspire to just be freaky. You just want to be big old freaks. And you know what I'm saying? And they, oh yeah, you just a freak. How freakier is we gonna get? Because at first, it's like, okay, people was just doing stuff regularly. Now they trying to add another layer. We tossing salads now. Okay, now we're doing that. Everybody's like looking or searching or trying to be the next nasty, the next freak. Oh yeah, it's freaky. And then when you do something and they're like, oh well, the fact that you even thought to do that, are you gay now? Are you a lesbian now? What's going on? No, I'm just freaky. I'm nasty. Yeah. Nuh-uh. Like, no, I don't know. Like, I think that some people see that and they're like, oh, I like stuff like that. I aspire to be a part of the freaks. And I don't think that's nothing you should aspire to be, because being freaky is not a good thing. You know what I'm saying? It's just like people just won't hold accountability. Hold accountability for what you are. If you are gay, you're gay. If you're a lesbian, you're a lesbian. But people just do stuff just to just come out and then say, I'm freaky. I'm just a big old freak. I'm freaky. We be doing the freaky stuff. Like, we just freaky. I think that being a freak is gonna get you in trouble. Trying to be a freak is, you know what I'm saying? Because I think if you're upfront with yourself, especially in this inclusion, sorry, place that we all exist and live in, if you're just, hey, this is who I am, people can respect that. But everybody trying to tie in everything under being freaky and freaks. You know what I'm saying? And then all the people that was the flued out culture, or we trying to fly people out. There was a time where like girls were being criticized and talked bad about or talked down on because they would get flued to these different cities or talk to a guy and get flued out and then would not want to be intimate with them. And then these guys were getting very upset about that. Were, saying different things. So they're out here in traffic. If you do know what I mean, they out here in traffic. What I'm saying? Trafficking and out here in traffic, driving. I'm trying to find a good way to say it. But you understand what I'm saying? They qualify as one of the deviancies and all the stuff that they out here doing. They qualify as all them things. So I think that there's a lot to talk about with that. There's a lot of conversation about that. But I think people should just, stand up and be who they are. Like, I go back to that Dwight Howard thing that I was talking about. Royce's baby daddy, the one who was just out here being nasty, and the kid was seeing all this different stuff and all the stuff that was going on with Royce and everything, and just with that and that man, and how he came out in the text messages when he was texting a trans woman talking about some, I ain't gay, I'm just freaky. No. Too many guys just want to hide and just say I'm freaky. No, own up. I'm a bisexual man from time. Especially, I feel like when you do something the first time, you surprised by it. But if it's a reoccurring thing, on vacation, you just, you like to sleep with the same sex, then you might just be a little bisexual, okay? Because if anything you try once and you want to keep doing it, it becomes a part of who you are. Then you have to identify. Then you have to own up to who you are. Get some therapy, like I said. Get somebody to help you, direct you, and lead you into, walking in your truth. But the more you act as though it does not exist, the more you play yourself. All this mess going on with Diddy is just crazy, okay? Crazy. And it's just like the entire Hollywood world is shaken up. People do not know how to feel. People don't know like how it can exist in this space. They don't know. And it's going to be crazy. More crazy things is coming down. People looking at Young Miami crazy. People saying she might get, taken to the big house, just like Diddy is at this moment. People are saying that, Mary J. Blige might be taken to the big house. I hope Monet is not gonna get taken to the big house. They're saying a lot of people are coming down, okay? This Chris Brown documentary is happening, saying that he might have some links. They looking at Kevin Hart, saying Kevin Hart was near some sort of water and one of the girls' hair caught on fire. So they looking at Kevin Hart, saying, Kevin, what do you know? They looking at Justin Bieber, child. What do you know? They looking at god dang Usher. What do you know? Because you was a child and you went to go live with Diddy and then, advised that Justin Bieber go live with Diddy and all of this. A lot of people are not talking about these things that's going on. Hollywood's being quiet. Things are going to be shaken up to where at some point everybody going to be talking. But I don't know how far it's going to get because allegedly police is involved as well. I'm talking about in the coercion of it all. This might lead to the entire police investigation, whatever, being taken down because some police was on Diddy's payroll. So who's to say if this is even going to get that far? Because ever since, remember that Juicy Smollett? Remember what happened to Juicy? Child, you know who I'm talking about. I've never ever looked because that story, how it wasn't fully investigated or exposed in the media, they kind of hushed it up and swept it up under the rug. That entire situation got me feeling as though there's a lot we don't know. There's a lot that has happened that is going on that we don't know, that they're refusing to tell us. So I don't want to put too much on it. I don't know where this is going to go, but I'm not here for everybody just, we freaks. We just some big old freaks. Yeah, I saying you're freaky is like stopping you from taking accountability. Take accountability. I am what I am. But that's just my opinion about this whole mess. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I love y'all. Bye.